Hello everyone, this is PotterBrony. Welcome to another blind reaction of My Little Pony Adventures of Magic, Season 6, Episode 21, Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry, I was thinking of the Police song, Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. The name of the episode, Every Little Thing She Does, obvious play on that, I believe. So, I'm not really sure what to make of that title. No idea going into it what's going to be happening. As usual, staying spoiler free. Yeah, but here we are, folks. After this episode, it's just going to be 4 more episodes for the season, counting the season finale 2-parter as 1 episode, of course. So we're in the home stretch, everybody, and yeah, let's just get it started, see what they have in store for us for this, and let's see here. It's been an interesting season so far, so we'll see how they finish it up here. And starting episode 21 in 3, 2, 1, and go. On the castle. Alright. Twilight and Starlight. Late night studying, huh, girls?
Full day of spells. You've been doing great, but now it's time for a real challenge.
Oh, it is on. Where do we begin?
Teleportation. Multiple locations. Try to keep up.
You can track her through teleportation? Not bad. Get out, get out, get out.
Transfiguration.
How dare you do that to books?
Shields.
Well, her magic is strong.
Woo! I am on fire. What's next?
Maybe there is such a thing as too much studying.
Time to clean.
As you know,
So we're back, and that was a pretty good
but if done correctly,
duel
then
or
you'll be
sparring.
much more efficient with your day.
Speed spells.
Way to go, Starlight! Oh, I'm not finished. I've discovered a very old spell, Similo-Duplexis. When combined with Accelero in just the right way, you can literally be in 2 places at once. Now, I'm finished.
She's the Flash.
I have to admit, your skills with magic really are nothing short of amazing. I'm very impressed.
I've always been something of a natural.
However, it doesn't look like you've tackled any friendship lessons since you met Trixie.
Are you sure?
Yeah, magic is one thing. We know you're good at
In
that.
there somewhere.
I'm sure.
I see.
Comparable to an alicorn, for crying out loud.
This week, so many commitments. I'll try and find some time in my.
No time like the present.
Yeah, you're not weaseling out of this one.
Princess Celestia wanted me to give her students a quick overview on the history of enchanted objects in Equestria. We'll be back after the presentation, which should be
20 moons from now?
tonight. It's a quick presentation.
Sure.
Yeah.
Keep telling yourself that.
You can tackle a friendship
Oh,
lesson
that
today, and we can
sass
make
from
progress when I get
Spike.
back later this evening.
Of course.
Almost mixing words.
No problem. Friendship lesson. On it.
Great! Can't wait. Now, Spike, help me color code these cards according to time, place, and object.
Poor Spike. bully anyone.
Twilight and I are about to head to Canterlot. Just checking to see if you need anything before we left.
Nope, not at all. I'm good here.
Is that a picture of Trixie on the wall there?
So, what are you doing exactly?
I was
No.
just trying to decide
Equal
which
thing,
question
that's-
I was going to tackle while you two were in Canterlot. Oh, yep, right here, where I just left them a second ago.
Bake a cake with Pinkie Pie, scrapbook with Applejack, sew with Rarity, help an animal with Fluttershy, chillax with Rainbow Dash? What is chillaxing?
No idea.
You know, if you're nervous about your friendship lessons, it's totally okay to say so.
Nervous? Me? Oh,
Yeah.
you really are hilarious. You think I'm nervous that I'm gonna fail something as simple as baking a cake?
Well, if you were, it'd be...
Silly! Twilight just said how impressed she was that I combined a speed spell and a duplication spell. That was a
You did make a
challenge.
pretty good cake before.
Ha! I could
Using
combine
magic,
all
but
5
not
of these at
the
same
Pinkie Pie
time
way.
Without breaking a sweat.
I think maybe you're missing...
An opportunity to really impress Twilight? Great idea, Spike! I'm gonna get right on that. Good talk.
What's she up to?
Freak out.
So, with your help, I figure these should be done in no time.
Are you sure this is what Twilight would want? Seems like you might want to take your time with each of these.
But by working as a team, we can get them done faster. And isn't teamwork a key factor in friendship?
I guess.
Yeah.
Super! Pinkie Pie!
More so with teams.
We'll be in the kitchen. Rarity, Applejack, you two can set up in the library.
Oh, I don't know that the dusty old library has the proper lighting. Perhaps we can stay out here in the foyer.
I thought that Fluttershy and I could work with the animals right here in the foyer.
Oh, whatever you think is best.
Great! Now, Rainbow Dash.
But it might depend on the animal. For instance, this poor little eagle with a spraying wing might be better off up in one of the towers.
Yeah, sure.
And these adorable chipmunks might prefer a nook somewhere. Maybe if you spend some time getting to know...
In a minute, Fluttershy.
I don't know if we can chillax properly in the castle. We need very specific conditions for optimal chillaxing.
Oh, I just assumed chillaxing could happen anywhere.
Shows we
You've got a lot to learn.
chillaxing. Let me do some location scouting.
Okay. It seemed more efficient to start with the scrapbooking, so we could just get it out of the...
Can we start with me? We're gonna need time for the cake to bake. After all, it's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake.
We're on a...
No.
time for a song. We can start with baking, then...
But we can't design dresses after you've been baking with Pinkie. She can be a bit messy.
Fine.
The faces.
Start with the dresses, and then...
Well, y'all figure that out. I'm gonna start laying out the pictures for scrapbooking. We got a whole lot of time to cover.
How much is a whole lot?
We've got at least 80 moons worth of memories to go through.
80 moons?
There is nowhere to chillax in this castle. We're gonna have to set up somewhere else.
Is she gonna try the making duplicates of herself?
Wow, that pony really needs to chillax.
Okay, Starlight, you've got this. A handful of friendship lessons is nothing compared to the spells you've mastered. Maybe if I cast a little spell to help things along? Something simple and safe. The Fiducia Compellus? That's not bad. They would barely notice it, but is it enough? Oh, maybe Cogeria, so they're more open to suggestion. Or maybe Cogeria combined with Fiducia Compellus. Yes, that could work nicely. Oh, with a hint of Persuadere to be sure it sticks.
What?
Every pony will probably thank me for getting it all done so quickly. Twilight will be thrilled I've completed so
I
many.
think you're missing the point.
Every pony
And
wins.
whatever you're gonna do here.
Congratulations, Starlight. You're a genius. Maybe the congratulations were a little premature.
What the hell did you do?
Progeria, Persuadere, Fiducia. Of course. Fiducia Compellus needs a trigger.
Pony, hear my voice and listen.
Pinky, kitchen. Rarity, Applejack, library. Fluttershy, stay here. Rainbow Dash, find
She has it
somewhere
hypnotized.
inside the castle and set up a
They're not
place
gonna
for
like that.
On my way, Susie.
Let's get to work, Pinky.
Okie dokie. What would you like to do first?
What are we supposed to do first?
Whatever you want to do first, Starlight Glimmer.
In a medium-sized mixing
Yeah,
bowl,
that's
together
not creepy.
Sugar and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Mix in flour. Add baking soda, salt, and cinnamon. I think you can take it from here.
Take what from where?
The baking. Just keep following the instructions in the book until I get back.
Absolutely. Instruction following starting now.
Baking a cake? Check. Now on to sewing. What did you have in mind, Rarity?
Whatever you want me to have in my mind, Starlight Glimmer.
Uh-huh. This is kind of not
make a
cool.
dress
Not
exactly
making me
like that
that
one?
kind of uncomfortable.
Just like this one?
Just like it.
Absolutely. It will look perfectly divine.
That's a whole lot of
Like you just
photos.
wiped their
How do you
minds.
usually organize them?
No, I,
However you want me to organize them, Starlight.
Okay, tell me about this one.
Sweet Apple Acres, 20 moons ago. Granny Smith was looking for her favorite pie tin.
well, not wipe
She
their
looked
minds,
in the kitchen,
but
but it wasn't there. She looked in the barn, but it wasn't there.
I don't need every little detail. Just sum up the story in one sentence.
Well, turns out Granny Smith didn't know how to make a pig do the backstroke.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Why don't you keep putting these
That-
photos in chronological order, and when I come back, you can give me more highlights.
Sure thing, Starlight Glimmer.
Fluttershy, where are all the animals?
They ran away
And why didn't you stop them?
because you didn't ask me to.
Obviously, I wanted you to... Never mind. Can you please round up all the animals in the castle and bring them back here to the foyer?
All the animals. Got it.
Did you find a place to chillax, Rainbow Dash?
Sure thing, Starlight Glimmer.
Great. Let me know when it's ready.
Yes, Starlight Glimmer.
Granny Smith knew she was gonna need a bigger boat.
This isn't
So
weirding you
Golden
out at all?
Delicious says, if you can't say anything nice about Annie Pony, come sit by me. Big Mac knew if he just covered himself in mud, the creature wouldn't be able to see him.
Starlight Glimmer. I have finished the dress. Isn't it gorgeous?
What is that?
You wanted me to make a dress exactly like the one in the book.
Go make a real dress out of fabric, exactly like the one in the book.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course, Starlight Glimmer.
Rarity, make it bigger than the one in the book.
Of course, darling. Bigger it is.
She was just a pony, standing in front of another pony, asking him to
Way
help.
too literal. She just kept going.
What are you doing?
Following all of the instructions in the cookbook in order, Starlight Glimmer.
I meant just the one cake. I was only gone a few minutes. How in equestrian
Well,
did you
she's
get out of
Pinky.
this debt so fast?
First, I combine 3 eggs. Then I...
Think the baking lesson is done. Oh, what now?
They can take our farm, but they can't take our freedom.
What's going on?
There's full of references there.
I've gathered all of the animals.
Doesn't
with
need the
the
bigger
ass,
boat
Starlight
and-
Glimmer. Oh, yes, this will do nicely. A much bigger dress.
It was the of apples. It was the worst of apples.
I can handle this. It's just magic, and I know magic. What's that?
What did you say? The cakes are burning. You left the ovens on.
We need water!
Yes, Starlight Glimmer.
Storm clouds?
Yeah, this is a weird one.
Mac told me with a whole lot of power comes a heck of a lot of responsibility.
Oh, this can't get any worse.
How many movies is she gonna reference?
What is going on?
It got worse.
I had no idea we had spiders in the castle. I'm never sleeping again.
Maybe if I had reversed the Fiducia Compellis and Cogeria. Or maybe I added too much Persuadere. What?
You're really missing the point here.
I finally untangled that mess of a spell and got every pony home. It was really powerful stuff. They're gonna feel that in the morning. Now please try to explain to me how in the name of Celestia things got this out of control.
Well, it was the first time I cast that particular spell, and I didn't fully think it through. I bet if I had reversed...
I think you might be missing the point here.
Told ya.
What made you think that casting a spell on your friends to do your bidding was even remotely a good idea?
Well, when you put
Yeah,
it that
that's the
way,
point.
It sounds really bad.
That's because it is really bad.
What?
Starlight, I'm not mad at you, but I am disappointed. You've been
Oh.
doing so well.
It's like,
I just don't
not
understand
mad,
how
but
a
disappointed.
friendship lesson turned into all of this.
Fine. I've been avoiding the friendship lessons on purpose.
Why?
I can cast complex spells, but baking a cake with Pinkie Pie freaks me out. And yes, I know how ridiculous that sounds. That's why I didn't say anything. I thought if I just kept wowing you with my magical abilities, you might just not notice.
Baking a cake freaks you out?
Yes, baking a cake, sewing, all of it. What if I was
Yeah,
bad at it?
she didn't,
I didn't want to be
you know, take you under her wing to teach you magic. You know magic, though.
Disappointment to every pony.
Starlight, do you think any pony cares if you can bake a cake?
But the lesson...
Was to get to know Pinkie Pie better by doing something she loves. It was a friendship lesson, not a baking lesson.
Oh. You know, I think I might have missed the point here.
Told ya.
Yeah,
So now what?
you really missed the
Now
point,
it's
yes.
time for a pretty advanced friendship lesson. It's called...
Apologize?
apologizing.
Yep. God, they're hungover.
I don't know what kind of whammy Starlight put on us, but I feel like I got shoved through the super speedy cider squeezy 6000.
Another reference.
Tell me about it.
If every pony could speak in a whisper for the next few days, that would be delightful.
Yes.
My head is thumping. I was up all night calming the animals down. Fluttershy, please. Not so loud.
Quieter, Fluttershy.
Burn perfectly good cake. I never burn cake.
How about that?
Yeah.
Things got a little out of hand last night.
Well, ain't that the understatement of the day?
Tell it to the cake, sister. Coming home, please.
Just quiet, please.
I really messed up. I cast the spell because I was nervous about working with you on the friendship lessons.
Well, here's a friendship lesson for ya. Don't cast spells on your friends!
Believe me,
Yeah.
I know. What I did was wrong, and I can't take it back. You're right to be upset.
Unless they, you know, volunteer for something like
I can make it up to you.
Rarity did that one time with the
All I can say is
butterfly
I'm
wings.
sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go clean a castle covered in wet cake batter and spiders.
That was a pretty good apology.
Seems like she feels really bad.
Hey, Starlight! Most of the Apple family photos are still laying around in the wreckage. I think I'll come along and hunt them down.
Oh, and I feel awful for disturbing all of those cute little spiders and bats. I should check on them. Oh, yes. And I left some lovely fabric out. I should come and move it to that nice, quiet library.
where hopefully it's really quiet in there.
Clouds out of the bathroom.
Fine! Some pony has to bake a cake to honor all the poor cakes that sacrificed their batter and last.
Yeah, she's not gonna forgive you that easy. Wait, she just messing around, I guess. You've stitched better than that before, Rarity. No, wait, or was that... I just missed. Was Starlight the one stitching it? Never done that before. Putting cobwebs back up. Cobwebs? What did I say? Cobwebs? Oh.
It seems your apology went well.
I'm just lucky to have such understanding friends. But it's probably gonna be a while before I try to tackle those friendship lessons again.
What do you mean? You've been doing them all day.
What are you talking about? I've been cleaning up the mess I made by totally
Yeah,
failing
with
at
your
friendship.
friends.
Really?
Missing the
Like,
point
didn't I
again.
see you sewing with Rarity?
Yes, but
And you and Applejack did a great job collecting those photos and putting them in the book. Helping animals with Fluttershy, baking with Pinkie Pie. Those sound like your assignments to me. In fact, I think there's just one that you're missing.
sun, check. Chairs, check. And thanks to a simple Catadupa Levitata spell, we've got water. Is that everything we need to chillax?
Nope.
No. What did I miss?
You need to lay your ass down.
Quiet. Oh, right. Great job, Starlight. Looks like you've completed another friendship lesson. Hey! She completes the lesson when I say she completes it. So less learning and more chillaxing.
So,
They on top of the
how long
castle?
will we sit quietly?
Yeah. It's a nice little patio they got set up there. Alright, so, interesting episode. Like, really straight up nothing but the main six, Spike and Starlight. Would like to have seen more of, maybe something with Twilight speaking to Celestia's new class, or the students of her school. Not new school, but the new students of her school. Yeah. I'm gonna make an observation here. Just gonna say this is like, there's been one little thing that's been bothering me about the season so far, and otherwise it's been a pretty decent season. I'm not really gonna complain about it. It's had a lot of good episodes, couple of questionable, and a couple of I could have done without. But one of the things that I have been missing are Twilight episodes. Now, they have done a lot of different subjects, like, there have been, of course, the CMC episodes, there's been the Discord one, some Spike stuff, even Big Mac joining in for the Spike, Big Mac, and Discord. They've had, Rarity one, they had the group, they had some Pinkie Pie stuff, so it's like, there's not one... If you think about it, it's like, there's not one Twilight-centric episode. And unfortunately, like, she is best pony, best princess, best main six. Like, that's my opinion on that. And anything that I'm thinking is like, this is the... Now, while I am happy with what they're doing with Starlight, they're doing it better than I was fearing with her joining the cast. They're treating the character well, and they are developing the character well enough, but she does seem to be taking Twilight's place a lot. So any episode that would have been maybe a Twilight one, unfortunately goes to Starlight. She's the new, like she's the main in that particular episode, and I don't know, I know, say for example, it's like entirety of season 1 was pretty much all Twilight. Then eventually they started well, or at least they had to shoehorn Twilight in because she's the one who had to write the lesson down. Then they started to veer off from that, and that was good. It was like, but now kind of pushing her out to make way for this new one. Now I get change happens a lot, is like, and change in this show I've always been happy with, but this time I don't know. It's like this season just so far. Now, while this had Twilight in, is like, and I'm not saying that she's been completely absent from the season. Don't get me wrong. Like, there have been some good Twilight moments, but unfortunately, it's just she's never really the focus anymore. I'd like at least one episode in the season, and so far I haven't gotten anything. Oh well. But so far, I'm liking what they're doing with the character of Starlight. I've been enjoying the season. It's a pretty even season, though. It's not my favorite one of the series so far. So, but yeah, that's enough about season overall. This episode, interesting episode, kind of freaky in the beginning. Good lessons, though. Particularly is like she's trying to force through all this stuff, and yeah, completely missing the point as far as it's not about baking the cake or making the clothes or doing any of that. It's about hanging with this particular person, finding out, or this particular pony, finding out what they like, what they do, what they're into. It's like, come on, Starlight, get on the ball. So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and I'm going to end this one here. Until next time, take care.